on, assert throws kind of exception should come now when I give empty username. When I give empty username password, illegal argument exception dot class new. Tell me, illegal argument exception dot class new. Yeah, tell me guys here what is there? Spy login service dot here empty string guys. Spy login service dot tell me guys. Next one. Login, not login guys. Register user Rajin. What is there? Raja comma emptist. You should give me exception or not there guys. Okay, let me check. When I give valid data, it is called or not. When it is invalid data, exception is thrown or not. We have to check this one or not there, guys. Right click, run as JUnit. Go to JUnit, guys. Illegal argument exception, invalid inputs. I'm checking whether it has come or not. Why it is giving error then? Check with invalid data. Test register user invalid data. Okay, java.lang.exception. I'm actually checking that one only now, boss. Illegal argument exception. Check it out. Assert to throws illegal argument exception. Assert to throws illegal argument exception. Mokito.never spydao. Maybe it is saying that never I said, never called. We should not be called. 1 minute. Only assert to throws. Okay, na? Fine. Log in this, run as, where is that? JUnit test. What is that? Test result? Invalid inputs. Okay, it is saying that a register user, yeah, there is no need of calling this. Why? Because already I am calling over here now, boss. Come on. Already I am calling over here, right? So, already I am calling there. Okay, now let me check. Login service test, guys. JUnit test. Yeah, what is there? User added, but it was what? User not added. Okay. Let me check. Did I write the wrong logic? Count 0, user not added. Otherwise, user added. What is the test I have written? Raja Rani. Spydao Raja Rani. Okay, I asked to return one time. Then what? Spy user dot spydao dot add user Raja Rani. Then return one. Then return one. So what's the message? User added and user not added. 1 minute. Invalid data exception is accepted. We got the exception. That's fine. Okay, where is the problem? That is not even error, guys. Assertion failed error. Expected user added, but it was what? User not added. Array, can you guess why it is giving user not added, guys? Why it is giving user not added? Yeah, I'll tell the reason. I'll tell the reason. Actually, before calling this method only, service class method only, I have to give dummy functionality to this or not there. First I call the method, then dummy functionality, no use, right? Array, this register, before calling register user only, I have to provide what? Dummy functionality. Then only the dummy functionality will be utilized or not there. Okay, fine. I hope you understood the reason. Okay, that's good. wanted but not invoked. Add user. What is there? Add user. Acha, 1 minute. I got it. I got it. I got it. See, if I call register user, then only add user will be invoked, right? So that means I have to check after this only now, my dear. First provide dummy functionality, then call register user. Okay, then message comes. Then you check whether this method is called for one time or not. Then you check this method is called for one time or not. Run as JUnit test. Yeah, now check it out. All green color has come now. Yeah. Earlier, what was the problem? Earlier, what was the problem? Try to analyze it. First, this line was there at the beginning. Okay. But later I am saying if this is called with Raja Rani, return one. My question is, before calling real method only, you have to provide dummy functionality to DAO method now, boss. So that's why what I did. First I provided what? Dummy functionality, so that when I call register user method, come on, already some logic is there to return the value. That's fine. Next. Hmm. Next one. Array, this verification should happen after calling register user method or not there. After calling register user method, we want to check whether that method is called or not, right? We want to check whether that what method is called or not. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. Right. Yeah, when I call with a Raja empty string, I have to make sure that this method is never called. If you want interested, you can put this one over here, right? Because anyhow, this method is called, and I should ensure that this is never called, right, boss? Login service test.java JUnit test. We're happily getting green color over there or not there? Come on, guys. Understanding my statement, boss? Fine. So verify is the method that we generally use for what? Spy object. Or I'm just giving variety. Not only we can check whether this output came or not, we can also check whether method is really called or not. When that main method is called, this method should be called, should not be called. Should be called once, should be called twice, should be called no times. So that can be verified with the support of what? Verify method. That is possible only when you are dealing with what? Spy object, not the stub object. On stub object, we can provide dummy functionality. But checking number of time whether it is called or not, that is through what? Spy object. Got it, guys? Okay. But this everything I am doing through what? This everything I have done through what? Programmatic approach. Spy object I created through method call. Stub object I created through method call. Mark object I created through method call. Now I want to create this object in annotation driven environment. What environment, guys? So I want to convert same project as what? Annotation driven project. Are you ready for that, guys? Okay, now let's convert. Let's take the same project, guys. Copy this, paste it. 0 to what is there? Annotation. 0 to what? Annotation. Close all editors. Mokito pros2 dot what? Annotation. What is there, guys? Mokito pros2 dot annotation. That's good. So here is my what? Close all editors. I login DAO. What is there? I login DAO. Everything is there. But let me give the fundamentals of what? Working with annotations first. Working with annotations. Working with annotations. Yeah. Mokito annotations are at the rate mark to create what? Mark or proxy object based on the given interface. Spy creates a spy object by taking what? Given real object as the wrapper object. At the rate inject marks injects the mark object to what? Given object. Okay, you just look at this, you will get idea. Yeah. On service, I am saying inject marks now, guys. Okay, that means all these are automatically injected, guys. Don't worry. Private static I login DAO at the rate mark object is created. Okay, because we are dealing with array list. On array list also mark object. Okay, on array list also we are dealing with what? Spy object. So I have to create one spy object there also now, my dear. Come on. Okay, fine. But all these things will be injected to what? This. All these things will be injected to this. Okay, but all these things will be activated only when you call this method. Mokito annotation dot open marks of this. Mokito annotation dot open marks of this. You may ask me, you can call this method in what? At the rate before all method na. Sorry. All these are static properties. At the rate before also what? Static method. In static method, can we use this keyword, guys? No. That's why wantedly I have taken what? Constructor there. Wantedly or intentionally I have taken what? Constructor there. Because this can be used only in what? Non-static method. This cannot be used in what? Static method. This is applicable only in what? Static method. Are you getting my point there, guys? Okay. Okay, guys. Now let's see. Yeah. So shall we convert this example into annotation driven? No need of separate jar files. Existing jars are sufficient. Okay. Now focus, guys. Yeah. Come to test class. What is there? Test. Login service test. What service test, guys? Login service test. Yeah. See, guys, one small thing, observe very carefully. This injection you cannot do on the interface, guys. This injection, for this injection, you have to take what? Implementation class. We'll come to that later. First of all, what I want to do. At the rate mark. Okay, na? Yeah. At the rate spy. At the rate mark, at the rate spy. Okay. So, yeah, now I will take private static. Private static, tell me. Array list. Array list string. List mark. List mark. Yeah, tell me, guys. At the rate mark. I'm creating mark object because I want to do everything through annotation, guys. Copy this, paste it. Here is what? Spy. Private static array list. What is there, guys? List spy. What's there, guys? List spy. Mark spy, mark spy. We created everything now, my dear. Once these objects are ready, what is the name of the service class? Login service IMPL. What is there? Login service IMPL. At the rate, what is there? Inject marks. Login service IMPL. Simply what we are taking is what? At the rate at the rate inject marks. Okay, we are taking service class also now. All these objects are happily injected over there or not there? No, not everything, guys. Not everything. Okay, not everything. So this mock DAO, spy DAO, these objects will be injected over there or not there, guys? Fine. Okay, that's good. So mock object, spy object. I think we have only one thing. I think I will not take this pi DAO. I'll try to inject mock DAO over here. Let's do that, because if two objects are there to inject, it will get ambiguity problem or not there. Yes, boss. But all these are static properties, guys. Okay. In can we use static properties in non-static method? No, I have to use static. But to activate all these annotation, I have to what? Open mark of this something is there now, guys. Mokito annotation dot open marks of this. Can we use this in static methods, guys? No. That's why I'm taking one, guys. Constructor. Current class what? Constructor. Yeah, tell me, guys. Mokito annotations. Mokito annotations of what is there? Open marks of this. Open marks of this. In that process, these annotations comes into picture. They do their work or not there? They simply do their work. Tell me. Yeah. Now, is there any need of all this stuff, guys? Before all, alright, so I need to create all these methods manually? No. So what I do is I'll keep the method, but I don't write any logics in that, because already through annotation that logics are written or not there. Already through annotation those logics are written or not there, guys. Already through annotation those logics are written. Okay, now come back. Now come back. Test login with credential. This is not changing, guys. This is fine. Test login with invalid credential. Not changing, guys, as it is. With no credentials, that's fine. Okay, guys. Here stub versus what? Spy. But you are manually creating a mock object and what? Spy object. Okay. Right. Add items to. Add items to. What is there? Okay. Mock and spy objects. Mock and spy objects. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Yeah. Yeah. I'm adding items to what? Mock object and spy object now, my dear? Yes. Okay. That's fine. Let's see. That's fine. Okay. List mark dot size, then return this one. Okay, fine. So here is what? Add user one. What is there? Add user. Okay. So since pi is not there, can I go for mock DAO only? What DAO, guys? Mock DAO. Yeah, here is what? We have a login service. What service? Login service. Here, what is there? Mock DAO. Same story, I'm dealing with what? Mock DAO. Okay, next. With invalid data. So here is what, guys? Login service dot register user is this. Tell me here, what is the story, guys? Mock DAO, Mokito dot never add user what this. Check it out. Yeah, now we are not creating mock object, stub object, spy object by calling method. We are creating them by taking the support of annotations or not there. By taking the support of annotations, we are creating them, guys. Come on. Right. Now let's see. Array, it is like our auto void annotations of Spring. This is what? Auto void is injecting one or other thing or not there. Here mock object is injected, here mock object is injected, here spy object is injected. And whatever eligible objects are there, they are injected to what? Login service. Actually, in login service, we have a one param constructor. Using that one param constructor, it is simply trying to inject what, guys? Using that one param constructor, it's simply trying to inject what? The mock object are not there. Look at that constructor that is there. In this constructor, login DAO is there to inject or not there. That object will be injected automatically. Let's say login service test.java run as JUnit. Run as what? JUnit. Check it out. All green color is coming or not there. So that means stub object and mock objects are happily created or not there. Stub object and mock objects are what? Created internally or not, my dear? Okay, now check it out. Okay, now you just want to check whether they are created or not. System.out.println mock DAO dot get class. Mock DAO dot get class. What is next one? List mock dot get class. Next, what is there? List spy dot get class. What dot get class, guys? List spy dot get class. Login service test run as JUnit. See, guys, dynamically all these are created or not there. com.nt.dao.ilogin DAO, Mokito, some class names are coming or not there. Did you notice this, guys? Come on. Some dynamic class names are coming over here or not there. Mock DAO.get class, list mock.get class, list spy dot what? Get class. Okay. Here I think here is there. This is mock object. Then what? Array list. Array list. What is there, guys? Array list and what? Array list. Where we are printing multiple times, guys? Where is the class names? Where are you printing class name multiple times in multiple? Constructor is there. Where we are printing again? No, we are not printing anywhere. Then why it is coming multiple times, guys? You are printing how many times, guys? Only one time. Is it trying to create multiple objects or only one object? 1 minute. Sys trace. No, anyhow, it's working, guys. It's not like that they are not working. Sys trace. Here, what is there? Zero param constructor. What constructor? I just want to know why it is executed multi. Login service test. Run as JUnit test. Run as what? JUnit test. Zero param, zero param, zero param, zero param. Okay. It's trying to create the object for what? Multiple times. It is trying to create object for what? Multiple times. Okay. Maybe whenever new object is created, might be it is trying to inject, guys. Whenever new object is created, it might be thinking to what? Inject. Fine. That's not a big issue, guys. But through annotations, we are able to get the spy and these objects are not there. Through annotations, we are able to get this pi object and this object are not there, guys. Okay. This is only for knowledge sake I printed, guys. Yeah, at the rate mark to get the mark objects, pi object. Okay, all these things we are not manually injecting, guys. Okay, so these objects are automatically injected to service class are not there. These objects are automatically injected to what? Service class. Remaining things not going to change. Only the way we are activating annotations and the way we are creating these what? Mark objects and what? Spy object. That is different through what, guys? Annotation. Remaining all aspects are same or not there. That's fine. Okay, now you look at the console, guys. We are getting some exceptions here. Check it out. It's saying that some agent problem, currently self-attaching enable inline marker. This will no longer will work. In future releases of JDK, please add what? Mokito an agent to your build described what? Mokito documentation. Something is there or not there, guys. It's coming with some warning kind of thing now, my dear. Okay, sharing supported bootloader because of all this stuff. Okay, to overcome that problem, guys, I have kept some extra code. I kept some extra code. Explicitly setting up instrumentation for what? Inline mocking. Starting from Java 21, the JDK restrict the ability libraries to attach what? Java agent. As a result, the inline mocking marker might not able to function without an explicit setup to instrumentation. And JVM will always display warning the following examples about how to set up what? Mokito core Java agent, and it may be more appropriate to choose different approaches depend upon your what? Project constraint. So this is the code that we are having now, boss. Properties, you have to write this one code is there now. Surefire plugin, Java agent Mokito core.java, xshare of this one. And you should also add this dependency now, my dear. Mokito inline. See, it's an internal process. In future, it may not work. It's better to add this one separately or not there, guys. Okay. It's better to add separately. So what I do here, what is there in this? What is there in this? It's a dependency plugin execution. Dependency plugin, this one. Right. Whatever warning has come, whatever warning has come has been loaded dynamically. Okay, let me take to ChatGPT. Hooray, if warning is there, not a problem, but in keeping future in mind, I'm just asking to add this one separately. Nothing is there, it internal uses some component, that component may not be available in future. You add explicitly, guys. You add explicitly, give the solution. What is there? Give me the solution. Solution. If you are using maven, if you are using what? Maven. Inside Surefire plugin, we have to write this one now, guys. Wherever Surefire plugin is there you have to write this extra configuration or not there, guys. There you have to write this extra configuration. Configuration, opening and closing. That's the one thing. Okay. Summary of the table. Add Java and Mokito core only normal classes using maven Argline Surefire plugin using Gradle this. Okay, fine. So first of all, I go to what? This pom.xml, guys. I go to this what? Pom.xml. Somewhere that Surefire plugin will be there now, guys. Yes. Okay, there you say paste. Configuration, opening and what? Closing. configuration, opening and what? Closing. Yes. Java agent settings dot local repository org dot this dot. Okay. Mokito core something is mentioned there or not there? Fine. Okay. Now let me try with this. It's a copy paste. Don't try to understand that. Okay. Yeah. Tell me guys. Login service test dot Java. Run as JUnit test. Run as JUnit test. Still same error is going or coming, guys. Mokito is currently self-attaching enable. This will no longer work. Agent to what? Build process documentation. Okay, fine. I'll try to add that dependency also, guys. What is there? mvnrepository.com. Tell me. Mokito inline. What is there, guys? Mokito inline. 5.2.2. That's good. Okay, copied this. Go to what? pom.xml. Okay, go to dependency section. Mokito core has come. That's good. Save this. Saved. Login service test. Where is this? Run as JU. What's happening, guys? Output is coming, but still warning is not going off. I think I am not following something they have given. I think here different code is there, guys. Argline X agent. Here different code is there now, guys. I think what I am pasting is different. What I got is what? Different. Okay, fine. I'll ask ChatGPT one more time. Wait a minute. It's only to suppress the warning, nothing else. Okay. Tell me. How to use Mokito inline. What is there? Inline agent in maven setup. In what? Maven setup. Yeah, Mokito inline is added. Mokito inline dot this. Verify the path setup. Variable automatically points to local repository UICA-CD1. Okay, setup. Argline project build directory path Mokito inline.jar. Summary working. Minimum example. Mokito this Jupyter plugins configuration Java unit. Okay, fine. I'll take this configuration. This time it is pointing to Mokito inline. One last time I'll try, guys. If going, otherwise leave it. Because it's a warning, not the error, right? Okay, earlier it is pointing to Mokito core. Now I am changing to what? This. Yeah, tell me. Control plus shift plus this. It's gone or not there, guys? Yeah. Fine, that's go okay. So that jar is added. Last attempt, guys. If not gone, fine, leave it. Anyhow, that's a warning only. Leave it. Fine. So let's move to what? That's only to suppress the warning. You just spend some time. So that's a warning only. You need not to worry much on it. Okay, shall we start understanding FAQs related to Mokito, guys? Okay, now listen. First, we discussed about programmatic approach. What are the methods we got to create the mock object? Mokito.mock. To create a stub object, no separate method. When you provide dummy functionality to what? Mock or spy object, that automatically becomes stub object or not there. Okay. How to create a spy object? Mokito.spy. How to assign these mock objects to real service class method? Manually by calling constructor. No annotations, nothing, guys. Manually, you have to call constructor or setter method in what? One or other method call. But in annotation driven setup, come on, what is the annotation we have got to create a mock object? @mock. What is the annotation we got to create a spy object? @spy. What is the annotation we got to link this mock or spy objects with other objects? @inject marks. That is taking care of injection process also now, my dear. Okay. Apart from that, everything is right. Okay. How to provide dummy functionality for any method of mock or what spy object? Mokito.when. Mokito.when is there or not there? Okay. How to check whether method is called these many number of times or not? Mokito.verify. What is there? Mokito dot what? Verify. Yeah. What is mocking? What is mocking? It's all about creating the proxy object temporarily is called mocking now, boss. What is need of creating mock object in the testing process? 3 use cases I said now, guys. Use case number 1. Local dependent is not available, but I have to complete testing on what? Main class. External dependent not available, but I have to complete testing on whole project. Number 3, local dependent is available, external dependent is available, but it's a production bug, guys. While testing production bug, I don't want to affect the real database. For all these things, we need to create mock objects or not there. Sometimes we create mock object for local dependent. Sometimes we create mock objects for what? External dependent. Here I have taken local dependent as the example. Explain different use cases where mocking is required in real project. Already given just now. List different mocking frameworks available in Java. Mokito, JMokito, Power Mokito, all this stuff. What is the difference between mock object, stub object, and what? Spy object. Mock object, stub object, and what? Spy object. Explain different API method, Java statement to create what? Mock, stub, and what? Spy objects. Mokito.mock, Mokito.spy. And what about stub object? Mokito.verify, Mokito.when. Explain different API annotation to create what? Mock, stub, and spy objects. Okay. @mock, @spy. No separate annotation to create the spy object. What's the use of @mock and @spy annotation? One is for creating mock object, other one is creating what? Spy object. What's the difference between mock object and what? Stub object. Mock object means just dummy object. Stub object means what? Providing functionality to what? Dummy functionality to the methods. What's the difference between stub object and what? Spy object. Stub object and spy object. Stub object does not hold real object. Spy object internally holds what? Real object. How to define functionality for what? Mock object to make it as what? Student object. What is that? To make it as a stub object. Mistake. To make it as what? Stub object. Yeah, for that one, Mokito.when, Mokito.verify we have to use or not there. How many approaches are there for the Mokito programming? Programmatic approach and what? Annotation approach. What is the use of @inject mock annotation? It is useful to inject mock and spy objects to real objects are not there. What's the use of calling Mokito annotation dot open mock? Because of this only all annotations will be activated. How to define functionality for mock object in what? Jira user style. Mokito.when then. This when then is Jira style only. While writing user stories also we use what? Lot of when and then. When and then. What is the link between JUnit tool and what? Mokito tool. While doing unit testing only we need mock object. To create such mock object we take the support of what? Mokito. To create such mock objects, we take the support of what? Mokito tool. So Mokito is extension of unit testing that can be done through JUnit or not there. Extension of unit testing that can be done through what? Unit testing or not there, guys. That's good. Okay. Fine. This is about learning what? Mokito tool end to end. So